Hi there, my name is Dimitri, and welcome back to our monthly update here at Testimonial.to. We have some brand new features I think you're gonna really like, so let's dive right into it. So something that is available for the Ultimate plan and up, I think is really great. If we go inside of one of my spaces here, you can see that there is actually an ability to adjust a setting here, which is pretty important. If you go inside, edit the space, you'll see there is a notification item here. Now, this is pretty big. This is something that we couldn't do before. We're actually able to adjust these settings. So we can customize the emails sent when someone submits a testimonial. So this is a message response. So, hey, you just made a testimonial is a very generic way to talk about it. So you could instead say, you just gave your feedback, you just testified, anything fun, right? I'm being tongue in cheek here, but as you can tell, it's pretty customizable. You don't have to keep it as default. Simply change whatever you'd like, whether it be the text here, like you just made a testimonial to, it doesn't have to be the space name. It could be something you specifically write out. Like this says, Rise Productive Content Services clients. I don't really like that. I want to say, you just made a testimonial to Rise Productive's Content Services. Then it puts the testimonial there. Retweet to spread the word is something that I maybe would leave there, maybe I wouldn't. And notice you do actually have the ability to see what it looks like, whether it's a text or a video testimonial that's put here. So that's pretty nice. And if you want to, you can actually hyperlink to the testimonial itself rather than just showing the testimonial. Let's show me, put this here. See the link to the testimonial is right here. So I can put it a step below. All right, and then that would be the example link. So I want to add both of those things. And after that, I could press save and you'll see that it says your notifications have been updated. Perfect. Now this is one of the more groundbreaking features that we've had. Now something else that's pretty important regarding these questions is whenever you're asking them, we also have the ability to collect extra information. Now, previously we didn't allow some of these changes, right? You see how it says required here for name? That's obvious. Before we didn't have this option, but now we can actually hide the email. So when somebody answers from a testimonial, they don't actually need to submit their email. Personally, I want that, but if you don't want it in there and you don't need it, absolutely, you can just uncheck that and then update your space. Something else that I've wanted for a long time is finally here as well. So on my own website, I actually have embedded single testimonial videos. So for example, I have these two testimonials right here. If we see how this is just naturally styled, one would hope that you could make adjustments to it individually rather than how you can like change your wall of love settings. So all you have to do is simply go to press share and hit get the link. So if you go into any of your text testimonials and click get the link, you'll be able to see that there is a very nice linkable testimonial here. But if you'd like to, first of all, hide the wall of love link, you can do that. But secondarily, you can make the adjustments just like you would to the wall of love by adding and adjusting things like the border, the color of that border, the text, whether it be the font family, style, or if you want to change the highlight style of if there's anything that was said nicely about you. When it comes to that AI highlighting option, you can absolutely make adjustments to this, the border, change the border radius to be small, medium, and large. It's totally up to you. And I like all these adjustments because, to be honest, it was a little bit limited before, but now every single specific testimonial you can easily make custom tailored to your style. And you can edit the styling very similar to what you have with your wall of love. So you're able to essentially directly edit the styling of any text testimonial that you receive, which I think is awesome because sometimes you want to have an individual styled text testimonial embedded on your website, and the way that it was before, you couldn't do that. But now you can change things like the background color, shadow, the text, and a bunch of other stylistic things in there as well. Now, speaking of more customizations, let's talk about how there are some really great customizations that have been added recently. So if we go over to the section where we edit the wall of love, we'll notice that we have the ability to actually change something very important here. If we go to more customization, now if we click on the text option here in the more customization section, you'll see that the highlight style by default does this sort of yellow background and black text, but we can actually make an adjustment to this to whatever we'd like. We can do something like this, make it really pop in whatever color scheme that you want. I personally am not very good with colors overall, but you can make any adjustments that you'd like here in order to make it pop with your required style. It could be anything you want. So make those changes within here and have your style shine. Now, with that being said, that's pretty much everything we have here for your updates for Testimonial in August of 2024. With that being said, thank you so much for supporting us at Testimonial.to. Hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.